Last episode we brought in Felix Nmecha to push us closer to promotion, and now it's time to push on and actually make it happen. Hey, what's going on? Respected Jeff here for Season 4, Episode 8 in this West Ham career. This is a huge episode. Several games lead us to a showdown against Sheffield United later in the episode, so make sure to stay tuned for that. It's all going to come down to the wire here as we enter the back third of the season here. So the next game in front of us is Blackburn. I think they're around mid-table right now, and we got to figure out what to do here. Holland and Brown are going to start on the wings with Nmecha out. It's our old front three from last season that served us really well, so hopefully the trickery from our two wingers can work. Cullen is back from injury, but only makes the bench. The rest of the side unchanged, and with that, let's get to it. Here we go against Blackburn at London Stadium. Can we grab 3 points out here? Marcus Brown and Nathan Holland on the wings. We haven't seen them line up like that since, I guess earlier this season, but that was what we saw the majority of last. And here we go, Hugo linking up with Haksabanovic, off the post. Well, we've seen that result in a goal so many times this season. Garmston putting one back in, it is over the head. Haksabanovic remains in the box though, and it's out for a throw-in now. Bright start from the team. You can see how much they want to push on here, the players, and get another result. Nathan Holland, is he just staying on sides here? Yes, he keeps going, cutting inside. Can he lay it off for Marcus Brown? Oh, blocked off the line. Fantastic link-up play between our two wingers. Marcus Brown cutting in all the way from the right-hand side there. Almost went through the legs of the keeper, if not for the center back getting a foot to it. And now Blackburn pushing in our direction. Chapman lays it off. Dak lays it off again. Trying to close down here. Tompkins, poor covering, and Dak finds the back of the net. Blackburn with the opening goal 20 minutes in. And again, disappointing from our defense. Just sloppy and man marking there, and Blackburn have the front foot now. Trying to get forwards. They can't. Blocked by the man. Play continues. Haksabanovic still going, cutting through the midfield, and he continues this run here. Haksabanovic, just selfish on the play maybe. Gives it away there to the center back. I like to see the initiative from him though. Marcus Brown here. What can he do? Taking his man on successfully. Still going. Marcus Brown. Final touch doesn't come off. He tries to get a foot to it. But again, play continues now with Blackburn heading in our direction. Dak lays it off for Holtby. Oh, clever play to find Dak again. Fantastic link-up play. They can't be stopped. One-on-one. Tries to chip Button. How about that for a save? You won't see anything better than that from any goalkeeper in the world, I'm going to say. Stands his man up and denies the chip. Jumps up and just gets a fingertip save to that. That is absolute world class. Blackburn heading back in our direction. Shot from outside the box again. Button stands it up. Another save. And now in from the corner, a third. Absolutely outrageous stuff from David Button. And I think he's earned himself a new contract at this point. I was going to let it run at the end of the season. Tyler Bell may be our number one, depending on if we get to the Premier League or not. But I think Button is due an upgrade and a new contract at the end of this season. He has saved us time and time again this year. Hugo looking for the chance in behind, looking up with Haksabanovic. Doesn't come off though. And we still have yet to find a goal here. Getting forwards. Blackburn still pushing on here in the box for Dak again. Button. Well, it could be 3-4-0 if it wasn't for his heroics out here. Mark Noble gets it away now into the second half. Cabrera looking to cover. Brown closing down. Blackburn still with all of the good chances out here. We just can't find our groove here, and we really need to. Holland trying to close down. Another chance. This time it is converted. Nothing Button could do about that. Blackburn get their second goal, and things not looking good for us at this point. Mark Noble, couple options ahead of him. No clear-cut way to release it, though. Finds Marcus Brown out on the wing. What can he do here? Cutting inside. Looking to take his man on. Marcus Brown waits for the challenge. Great stuff. Hugo takes the touch. Can't quite sort his feet out, and the chance goes missing. Cabrera. Ashish laying it off. Antonio all the way up top now, trying to make something happen up top. Striker coming off the bench. And unfortunately, that is the end result for us. 2-0. Blackburn take us down. 3 points dropped. Not looking good for this team at all. We just can't seem to find consistent results. Hugo couldn't find a goal here despite a couple chances coming in from Brown's side. Now we move on here. Well, down to 7th place. Our poor results have finally caught up with us. Leeds overtake us 32 games into the season. And hopefully we can turn this around. It's been really poor from us. And you know what? We're bringing Cullen back into the starting 11. He's not 100% back from injury yet, but we just need it. Noble, despite looking good on and off, is just not cutting it. I think our best midfield by far is with Ashish and Cullen pulling the strings from deep there. It's going to be Felix Nmecha in the hole behind there. He's looked good coming on. He hasn't quite been part of the starting 11 consistently, but I think he deserves the chance. Haksabanovic out wide, and let's see how this works out against Rotherham. All right, here we go. An experimental new starting 11. Hopefully it comes off for us. Something notable to point out here, our former goalkeeper, Anang, has been sold to Rotherham in January and is now starting against us. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite us, him trying to prove a point here against his old club. It was nice having him around. He didn't get too many minutes for us, though. On Peter Murphy, who I highlighted last time we played, he's one of the top young strikers in England right now. He was playing at right back, I think, last time we faced them, and now with an early chance in behind Murphy off the post, playing in his proper position up top finally. 69 or 70 overall, 19 years of age, tons of potential. We'll have to keep an eye on him. He is in our short list. We'll see what happens, though. Hopefully he doesn't score against us. Felix Nmecha pulling strings from the center of the pitch, finds Ashish running into the box. It's a good start from the team, though. We've had a couple good looks at goal already. Ashish spreading it out wide. Fantastic pass out wide to find Marcus Brown. And now he's making his way all the way into the box, looking to take his man out. Really good challenge. And he's blocked in his tracks. Getting forwards again, Felix Nmecha. Looking for the give and go with Hugo. Pass wasn't quite on, though. Colin inside for Haksabanovic. Give and go. Colin, oh, how about that for a save off the post? And a third goes wide this time. 3 fantastic opportunities, the first of which was blocked by Anang. And like I said earlier, I guess it is coming back to bite us now. Our former goalkeeper with a point to prove, denying that opportunity. But we should have buried the second chance there. That's poor from Felix. Marcus Brown takes his man on one-on-one. Still going here. Great footwork. One of the best dribblers in this side. Marcus Brown. Ashish looking to have a shot. Blocked. Rotherham sitting very deep. Proving hard to break down here. Peter Murphy. Good touch, but nothing comes of that chance. Adil Ashish releases Marcus Brown in behind. One-on-one with his man now. Can he cut inside? Yes, he does. Marcus Brown sinks it in the back of the net. 1-0. He's back from injury and back in top form. Marcus Brown cutting in from the left-hand side there. It was never in doubt when he squared up the goalkeeper. Always going to put that one in the back of the net. Really good footwork this game, though, tormenting that right back. And he just slots that one past Anang. I think the goalkeeper actually should have done better, if I'm perfectly honest there, but I guess that makes up for his fantastic save earlier. 1-goal lead to protect now. Rotherham, chance in behind. Draw level again, 1-1. That's just poor from us. We keep losing our concentration with these 2-goal leads and letting things slip. We just can't afford another poor result here. Felix Nmecha dancing into the box. Another great save by Anang. And hopefully that isn't the opportunity that sees us maintain a level scoreline come the end of this game. We got to keep pushing on here. Still plenty of time, though, for us to find the goal to get us in front. Haksabanovic. See how he can fare out wide. Usually playing in that attacking mid-roll, but Felix taking that spot. Chance coming in. Blocked by the defense. Laid off again. Hugo, give and go. In the box. One-on-one again. Anang making the save and denying us a second goal. Chance coming in from the corner. Antonio looking to receive it. Settled. Nathan Holland taking a touch. Through for Ashish. Top of the box. Holland again. Lining that one up just wide of the post, and still no second goal for us. Good defensive work, but Rotherham continue to push on now. Peter Murphy laying it off. Tompkins there to clean things up. Not too many clear-cut opportunities for Rotherham despite that goal. Some subs coming on now. Antonio pushing forwards from right back. It's Archie Hall coming on. Can his energy in the middle of the pitch provide a difference? Him or Ed Green maybe taking his man on. It's one back, but his energy still providing the space for us. Ed Green picks out the final pass. Holland in for Hugill, who sinks the chance. 2-1, 83 minutes into the game. That's exactly the type of opportunity that we needed later in this game. It's all down to Ed Green really coming on, providing a difference. We just didn't have that drive to go forwards before this. A lot of passing around in circles. He does make a mistake initially, but he picks out the final pass. He finds Holland out on the wing, who sets it up for Hugill, who's always going to finish from that kind of range. So many goals for him this season. He gets better and better every year. Jordan Hugill, another win for us. 2-1, close call, but we do grab 3 points. Fantastic, fantastic stuff to show some heart coming back from what was a disappointing start to the match. And Hugill, another goal to his name. Well, a running theme of this season, unfortunately, becoming a lack of playing time and complaints from players. Mark Noble, who is technically on a crucial contract right now, asking for more minutes. He's down to 72 overall, still an important player for us, but he just can't be guaranteed every single game anymore, especially when we have talents like Ashish and Cullen to fill those spots. So I'm going to have to try to negotiate another contract with him. At his age, in his mid-30s, he can't be expecting more than a rotational role at this point. He's played most of our minutes in the last couple seasons, and he should know more than anyone that every point counts now. Lucas Nmecha finally back from injury, wasn't too long without him. We actually did well in the meantime. So still 7th place, 1 point off of 6th. Middlesbrough taking that spot up. Sheffield United as well. So a win over them could take us back into a promotion spot. It's Cullen and Noble in the center of the pitch this time. And aside from that, it's unchanged. Derby County, let's get to it. Alright, you'll have to bear with me here. I lost the audio for this game and I had to stitch together all of the frames because my recording software was messing up during the recording of this. But I got the key highlights from the game. Haksabanovic setting up Nathan Holland for the opening goal of the game. Puts it into the back of the net. Nathan Holland continues his up and down start to the season with an up, and hopefully it stays that way for a while. Jack Marriott getting in behind. And Derby County, Tompkins struggling to close down, puts it into the center, and Marriott finishes 1-1 30 minutes into the match. And we have to get ourselves back in front here in the second half. Jordan Hugill looking to release Holland again, and he does. Continues his run. Nathan Holland cutting inside. Well done. Holland still going, cuts in on his strong foot and sinks it into the back of the net. 2 goals for our winger, and he is back in top form. That is exactly what I've been expecting from him all season, and hopefully this kind of form is here to stay. 2 great goals, and it was the second goal that took us through the end of the game with the lead. 2-1 Derby County taken down by West Ham. 3 more points for us, and on we go. Archie Hall, happy for the minutes he's been getting, fan favorite, and one who is definitely going to be featuring more and more as the season goes on, or the seasons go on, rather. He's one who's going to continue to grow into the side. Lance Alexander finally back from injury. He's had a real tough season, Lance Alexander, and this is the time that we can see what players like him are made of. Maybe he can bounce back from injury and help us here at the tail end of the season. He's been struggling for minutes behind Nmecha and Hugill, who have both been outstanding. But as a team, we sit in 6th place right now, 34 games played, 62 points. And this next game could be the one that determines the path of our season here. Sheffield United, 4th place, only 2 points ahead of us. So a win here would pull us into 4th, pending results from elsewhere. So a quick look at the Sheffield United side. They are incredibly strong, really fast strikers, and maybe the most outstanding midfield in the division. Berge is 85 overall, does not belong in this division for sure. John Lundstrom still around, and Norwood makes for a really formidable pairing of central midfielders. They have a solid back line. They like to sit deep. I think maybe we can expose the lack of width that they have and kind of push out wide, but to be honest, it's going to be a tough team to break down, and we won't have too many games harder than this. So it's going to be Cullen in our midfield. I think that aside from that, honestly, the team looks pretty good. I'm going to keep Noble in there just for some experience, and let's see if we can't break down this tough defense. Let's get to it. Here we go in front of the home fans against Sheffield United, an enormous occasion. And if we want to get serious here about pushing for an automatic promotion spot, it starts here. We need these 3 points against Sheffield United if we want to move higher up the table, because they've been on fire. So have a lot of other teams in these playoff spots. So we get started. Lucas Nmecha out on the wing. We just got to control the game a little bit here. We know they like to sit deep, and it's going to take something special to crack that back line. They have really, really fast strikers up top too, so we need to be careful to not get caught out on the counter. We're going to try to stick the ball out wide. That's sort of our game plan after that analysis. I think Holland and Nmecha could be successful out here on the wing. Poor cross coming in from Holland, but that's the kind of move that we need. Jordan Hugill with a diving header, so close off the corner. Great save from the Sheffield United goalkeeper there. Mark Noble on it. Great delivery, great header, not far off at all. Player on the line running away from the ball. It could have just trickled in, but the chance does go missing. Sheffield, really good possession here. Their center midfielders are some of the best in the league, and they're showing it here with some great control of the ball. Quinones dropping back and sends it out wide for Baldock. Takes the touch back inside. Norwood collecting possession. Sheffield United growing into the game here, but we stand resolute at the back. Well done to see that ball out. Now it's out wide. Our turn to attack here. Lucas Nmecha cutting inside. Josh Cullen. Hugill. No options ahead of him here. Really tight match so far. Mikel Antonio works it in. Haksabanovic lays it off. Hugill spins his man and still going. Jordan Hugill waits for it, peels it off, and sets it up for Haksabanovic. Opening goal of the game. Fantastically worked by our striker. and really well done there to crack that Sheffield United back line. They were all trying to pressure here. Jordan Hugill, if you just watch the replay there, waits for the perfect moment when the other center back steps towards him and sneaks it through to the wide open man in the middle, Haksabanovic. You can see there the center back just peeling off at the wrong moment. Great finish by Haksabanovic as well, and a really, really good team goal, 1-0. And now that we got the lead, they're going to have to come out of their shell here and push towards our end. Still early in the game, though. Anything could happen from here. Sheffield growing into the game a little bit here. Baldock trying to beat Garmston, running into each other. And again, Garmston going at it here with Baldock, gives away the free kick. He did pretty well before that, but a little aggressive maybe, and a chance now for Sheffield United to put in a free kick. Coming down at goal. No clear header, though, and no clear-cut chances for Sheffield United either. But the Blades push on here. Cleared away. Losing some frames here. I am able to just make that out as Button makes the save. Rolled out for Garmston. Finds the feet of Nmecha. Colin trying to spring on the counterattack here. Hugo, really good strength. His hold-up play has been outstanding this season, let alone his goal-scoring ability here. Colin finds Haksabanovic in the box again for Hugo, looking for a second goal, saved by the keeper. It's been outstanding from our number 9 so far in this game. Noble puts another ball in, and this time Hugo does convert. Well, that's 2 corners with fantastically worked opportunities for Hugo, and we pick him out successfully this time. 2 goals for him, 2 goals for the team, and we double our lead over Sheffield. Coming up towards the end of the first half here. Maybe one more chance to attack, but it doesn't happen. Whistle blows, and we maintain the 2-goal separation here. Sheffield United desperate to show what they've got here in the second half. They've been outclassed so far in this game. Lundstrom works it in. Verstapinski. Burge cutting inside. And still great strength. Can't get the ball off him. Mikel Antonio gets that one away. Smoothly collected at the back. Just trying to keep our heads cool here. We can't let this lead slip. This win is so important for the team. But Sheffield United continue to have the majority of possession here in the second half. Hasn't been great from us. Button called into action. Fantastic hand to that. Could have been really deadly if it went over his head. Lucas Nmecha being hassled there by Ayer. I think that's their center back charging up the pitch. Looking to get a ball in maybe. Pretty good feet too. Rides on a challenge. And he just keeps going. Eventually we win that ball back. Luke Garmston forwards for Haksabanovic. And some subs now. Noble coming off. Haksabanovic coming off. Ran themselves into the ground here. It's Felix Nmecha coming on. Let's see if he can offer something going forwards here. Grab another goal. He and Haksabanovic have both been really good. Button making a save there. But the two of them might be battling it out for that attacking midfield spot or the wing. We'll have to see where everyone ends up next season when we have our favorite starting 11 available for a change. Coming towards the end of the game here now. Sheffield United putting in a lot of kind of empty crosses. Not too many clear-cut chances for them despite a lot of possession. And the whistle does blow. 2-0. West Ham take the lead. 3 huge points for us. And we take down our rivals for a bid at promotion this season. Great stuff from Hugo as usual. And great stuff from the whole team to hang on to that. And now we move up. All right, well, take a look at that, guys. 4th place is ours. Nmecha is on a dry streak, still hasn't scored in a while, but it doesn't matter. His hard work and the rest of the team continue to push on here. 65 points, that gives us a 2-point swing over Sheffield United, and hopefully this is the turning point where we can establish ourselves towards the higher end of these promotion playoff spots and really kick on for an automatic spot. Jordan Hugill, number 5 on the top scorers list right now. Some of these players just running away with it. It's going to take something special for him to turn that deficit around. Taking a look at our academy players, we've already promoted our maximum of 2 for this season, so hopefully no one wants out from this list. No one really catching my eye, though. So up next, it'll be Bristol Rovers, one of the bottom sides in this division, and with about 10 games remaining, this is our chance to kick things into gear at the tail end of the season here. And guys, as always, if you've been enjoying this series, please subscribe to the channel. It helps me out so much, and I'll continue to roll out new videos all the way through the end of FIFA 20 into FIFA 21. So make sure to stay tuned for those. I'll be back soon with the next episode in this series, but until then, I'm Respect the Jeff, and I'll see you next time.